This project is supported in part by the Cultural Arts Division of the City of Austin Economic Development Department.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode 4 of Ms Sevylla's Neighborhood, brought by Roots and Rhythms. So this episode is Little Composers, where we're going to begin to learn the fundamentals of how to count and how to read music. But before we get started, let's do a song. So remember, in our last episode, we did Welcome and Peace to You. That's a song that was originally written by Babatunde Olatunji, and it's typically sung in the Yoruba language, which is one of hundreds of languages that are spoken across the many nations of the continent of Africa. The Yoruba language is primarily found in what's known today as the West African country of Nigeria. So the song, we're going to learn it today in Yoruba, and the words are Fanga, can you say that? Fanga, nice. Alafia, alafia, and then we say Ashe, 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 Ashe. Now when we sing the English version, we also use those words, Ashe. I didn't translate those words because Ashe is kind of a hard word to translate. It literally means the power to make things happen. And in Yoruba culture, Ashe also represents your own spirit. It represents your energy, your crown, and your own power to make things happen in the world. So it's a kind of a hard word to translate, so we'll just stick with that original. So we're going to do this song the same way we've done the others. Let's put our hands together. Good. And I'll go first, and you repeat after me. First me, then you. First me, then you. Good. Fanga alafia, ashe, ashe. Now you. Fanga alafia, ashe, ashe. Good job. Fanga alafia, ashe, ashe. Now you. Fanga alafia, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Huh? Ashe, ashe. One more. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Excellent. So today we're going to learn another new word, maybe a couple of new words. Does anybody know what a measure is in music? Because that word means a lot of different things. But in music, a measure is a unit of time. The same way that a dollar is a unit of currency. Now, who knows how many quarters are there in a dollar? Oh, that's right. There are 4 quarters in a dollar. Well, in a measure of 4/4 time, we have 4 quarter notes, or 4 downbeats, I should say. We have 4 downbeats, which can then be expressed in different ways. But for our purposes today, we are going to be working on 4/4 time, which is written like this. Now, what does that look like? For the older kids who are having more complicated maths, that is a fraction, right? If you have the fraction 4/4, you can reduce that down to what whole numeral? Correct, the numeral 1. So what that means is, in music, if I have a measure of 4/4 time, that means that that measure contains one whole that can be comprised of 4 quarters. Now, I'm going to show you the symbol for a quarter note. It's basically a filled-in circle with a line. Now, you can draw it like this. Also, either way, this is called a quarter note. Now, a measure of 4/4 time contains a total of 4 downbeats. What's a downbeat? Well, every time I put my foot down, you know how you tap your foot when you listen to music? Well, every time you put your foot down, that's a downbeat. Now, if every time my foot comes down, that's a downbeat, then what happens in the spaces in between when my knee comes up? That is called the upbeat. So let's mark it really simply. We're going to count one measure of 4/4 time. I'll do it first, and I'm going to do it with my feet. So it sounds and looks like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when I count you in, I want everybody to do this at home. Go ahead and stand up. Are you ready? 1, 2, everybody go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Count out loud. Yeah. 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Good. So if every time my foot comes down, that's a downbeat, how would I mark the spaces in between or the upbeat? Well, I'm going to put in finger snaps, or you can put in a clap, and it would sound like this. If I was marking it, I would say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this clap marks my upbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Now, are there other ways that I could break up that measure? Are there other beats I could put in there? Well, here's a question for you. Are there other ways to break up a dollar? Are quarters the only unit that you find in a dollar? A dollar can be made up of nickels, dimes, pennies, right? So a measure of 4/4 doesn't only contain quarter notes or quarters and eighths, but it can be broken up into smaller segments. But for today, we're just going to focus on the quarter note. Now, do you have to play a beat or play a note or strum a chord on every single downbeat or every downbeat and upbeat? No, you don't, because music is comprised of silences, not just the notes we play. And in fact, the silences in between the notes we play can be as emotive or emotional as the notes we do play. We don't have music if we don't have spaces in between. So if these are my quarter notes, we have another symbol that shows a rest. And it kind of looks like a weird little squiggly, like that. I don't know, some people might do them like that. So there's different ways to draw them, but basically this little squiggle represents a quarter rest compared to a quarter note. So let's count one measure of 4/4 time. Now, let's do our downbeat and our upbeat one more time. I'm going to count you in on a count of 4, and we're going to just do the downbeat. Just that. Ready? Wait for me. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4, and 3. 2, 3, 4. Last one. 2, 3, 4, and stop. Good. Now this time we're going to add our upbeats. Ready? I know it feels all tangly sometimes when you're trying to do both, but we're going to do down, up, down, up. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 2, 3, 4, and stop. All right, so remember I showed you quarter notes, quarter rests. So now let's play a little game. In this tambourine, I have a bunch of cards, and the cards have quarter notes and quarter rests, and they're in all different directions. And I'm just going to stick them in my tambourine, and I'm going to randomly pick them out, and we're going to lay them, and we're going to see if we can play that pattern. Ready? Okay, what's the first one? That's right, it's a quarter note. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, that's right. Oops, upside down. We got a quarter rest. Oh, this is going to get crazy, y'all. What's this one? Another rest. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Do I need another one? Yeah, okay. Because remember we said there's 4. All right. What's that? Another rest? What? Okay, so we've got 1/4 note and we've got 3/4 rests. So our pattern, if I count it in, is going to sound like this. I'm going to count you in. 1, 2, ready, and stomp. Rest, 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 stomp. Rest, rest, rest. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does everybody understand? All right, cool. Let's pick another one. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, ready? Random shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's go. We got 1/4 rest, 1/4 note, another quarter note, and another quarter note. So now we have the opposite of what we just did. This pattern starts with a rest, and then it has 3 quarters. Ready? It's going to sound like this. 1, 2, everybody go. Rest, stomp, 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 and rest. Stomp, 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 and rest. Stomp, 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 and rest. Stomp, stomp. We count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. 2, 3, 4, and 3. 2, 3, 4, and 4. 2, 3, 4, and stop. Good job. So, do we have time for one more? Okay, let's pick one more. Oh boy, I can't wait. This is going to be our last one. And boys and girls, you can do this at home yourself. You can get some construction paper, some old cards, that's what I did, and just mark them on the back. And then you can practice doing more than one measure. You could lay out a fresh composition with 2 measures of 4/4 time. That would be a little more complicated. Okay, ready? We're just going to lay them out in order. Quarter rest, quarter rest, quarter note, quarter note. So that's rest, rest, stomp, stomp. Rest, rest, stomp, stomp. 1, 2, ready, begin. Rest, rest, stomp, stomp. Rest, rest, stomp, stomp. Rest, rest, stomp, stomp. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. 2, 3, 4, and 3. 2, 3, 4. Last one. 2, 3, 4, and stop. All right, man, you guys did such a good job. So I've had a great time once again for this episode, and I can't wait to see you again for episode 5. Let's build something. We're going to be making a really cool instrument called a cuica. All right, see you guys next time.